Welcome to Lizards of the Toast, and we have some Jund action here. Not too exciting Jund, it's just a little Jund Wildfire, and this is about as stock as it can get. And this is another one of those pauper decks that we made to play against our kind of homebrew pauper decks, as it were. But this is pretty much your stock metagame, and Jund Wildfire kind of likes to get a little sneaky with mana. So we have the Krark Clan Shaman because you absolutely love sacrificing things, because this is the Gixian Infiltrator version. Now look down in the description. It's right down there. It's underneath. And you will see the deck list on Moxfield. And feel free to look at the other wonderful and stupid decks there on the Lizards of the Toast channel. So we have 4 Gixian Infiltrators in lieu of the Enchantment Hydra, the Nyxborn Hydra. We have the Gixian Infiltrator instead because I like this better because it's more of a sure deal and you don't have that double green to deal with. So whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you put that 1/1 counter on the Gixian Infiltrator, and we are sacrificing permanents left and right. So 4 of those, and we have in this deck many artifacts. So we have a refurbished familiar. It's a flyer. That affinity is a good thing. We're usually able to play it, you know, for like 1 and a black, because this isn't like a true affinity deck list or anything, but still, there's quite a few artifacts. So having 4 of these is really fine. Now here is the real star of the show, as it were, the doing a writhing arithmetic chrysolith. It is devoid. It has no color, but we know that is not necessarily true because it has 2 in a red and a green, but it still is devoid, so it does have no color. So for good or ill, when you cast this spell, create 2 0/1 colorless Eldrazi's. And there's one of them there, and the other one's back behind the sideboard. So we have 2 of those to create. Why wouldn't we? It says 2. We don't want to put a dumb counter on there. I mean, sure, come on. So sacrifice that creature, and you can add the colorless or the waste. What is it? You get it. You know what I'm talking. You know what I mean. That. So whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, put a 1/1 counter on the Chrysalis. So we are going to be sacrificing the Eldrazi's, and this is going to be played fairly easily, just due to this neat little interaction. If you're not familiar with the Jund Wildfire, it's very fun because it has this namesake card here, Wildfire. Destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their library and draw a card. So I will show you how this works. And we run, of course, 4 of these because it's the name of the deck. I don't think there's one deck in all of Pauperdom that is running 3 of those, or 2, or 1 for that matter. So we'll keep 1 aside, so we will show. And I don't think we'll do any goldfishing with this one because it's pretty basic. It's a really good, strong deck. It's a really good, strong Jund deck. What can I say about it? I've played against it many times. I honestly haven't played it yet. We just got it together today. If you guys watched the video of me opening some cards very excitedly, this is why. Those took a long time to get here. So we're really happy that this is now complete. So we have the 2 Eviscerator's Insight. Additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. That's wonderful for us because we're sacrificing things in the deck all the time to feed our Gixian Infiltrator there. So there's 2 of those. And we should probably say this. It has that flashback, and in this deck, that's relevant. That's very relevant. So, now cast down. It's thick in this deck. It is thick. The thickness of cast down is a real thing. So there is a place set in here. Destroy target non-legendary. And that's just how it is. Just shapoops, skadoops. And non-legendary, it's destroyed. It's an instant. It's 1 and a black. Of course, there's a play set. And I guess if you were going against some kind of low in the creature number deck, you could probably sideboard a couple of those. We have Fanatical Offering. We're running a play set. Additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature. That's kind of a theme here. Draw 2 cards, create a map token. And I actually have to find a map token to put in here. We have a few of them around, but I think they're all in places right now. They're with other things. As many of these pauper decks as we have, we might want to do like a communal token so we don't have to token ourselves out of all of our money here, because I token think I can do that anymore. All right, I'm just kidding. We have plenty of money here. This is a very rich channel. You see this? This is the 50th iteration of this playmat, for instance. So playset of the Fanatical Offering. We draw those 2 cards, get that map token. We love it. Now here's some of the fodder for this, for all of this destruction. We have the Nile Spellbomb, because why wouldn't you play 3 of them in a deck that you like artifacts? Because this is pretty much effective against every deck in the meta right now. So 3 of those. And really not too much in the old sideboard options of those, because they pretty much find their way in the deck all the time. We have Lembas, and we have a 3s of these. And these are also a card that I like very much. Gives you that late game push, get that life gain, gets back in the library, which is pretty amazing. And enters the battlefield, scry 1, then draw a card. I mean, that's pretty sweet. That scry. Gotta love it. Options, friends. So we are running 3 of these. Now, we have Ichor. I love Ichor. The Ichor, a Wellspring. When Ichor enters the battlefield, it is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So this thing's just drawing cards left and right. And how fun is it to play a nice Fanatical Offering on top of that? Crack that open. Then you get... So, say it's turn 4 and you want to get some cards. You play that, draw, play that, you draw for it, but then you draw 2 more. I mean, you draw. You might as well call yourself an artist, because you're drawing all over town, friends. All right, and we, of course, have a playset of Ichor Wellspring. In my opinion, one of the best pauper artifacts. If you're looking for a deck that's sacrificing artifacts and looking for card draw, which is most of the metagame right now. So, in addition, most artifact decks run one of the makeshift munitions here with my favorite goblins. These are my favorite ones. Those pirate goblins. Like the Dockside Extortionist. Yeah. Oh, we miss you, Dockside. Oh, journey to the Dockside. We have cookies. So just sacrifice that artifact. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It's pretty nice. It sticks around. Costs 1 to do, but who cares? So, as we're going through here, here's 2 artifact lands. We have 2 Vault of Whispers in here, because they kind of will trigger our affinity with our refurbished familiar. And in addition to that, what's pretty dang cool, we can sack these, man, because they're artifacts. So if we need to, we can do it, and that's fine. So for our basics, we have 1 mountain, easy to find, white bordered mountain. 2 forests, also easy to find, white bordered. Oh, look at that, Christopher Rush forest. I do so like that one. That's a watercolor. Very nice. And this one's Jiyang, one of my favorite forests right there, and one of my favorite sets of all time. And that's Portal, the Second Kingdom. Wang Zhujiang, also awesome. And there you have Hollow One. Laying in the mud, forgotten. And yeah, we have 3 swamps. So here's a couple of these. Very nice. So these are all easy to find with Twisted Landscape, because look at this. Sacrifice Twisted Landscape, search your library for a basic swamp, mountain, or forest, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So that's pretty good. That's a fetch land in pauper, and it's like a fetch land. It's kind of neat. It's a little slow because of the tap, but coming from Modern, I kind of like it. It makes me a little excited. All right, so we have 4 of those, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's where it gets interesting. Now here's that neat interaction I was telling you about with the Wildfire that gives it its name. So, say we have here, just to hold up the show, let's say we played a Drossforge Bridge. We got the Drossforge Bridge out, right? So if we play Cleansing Wildfire, destroy target land, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle the library and draw a card. So we play Cleansing Wildfire on this. It's indestructible. But it doesn't say sacrifice. It says destroy target land. So we've followed through on our end of the sorcery. We've destroyed target land. The controller, which is us, can search our library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tap, and then shuffle our library, and we draw a card. So because this is indestructible, it doesn't get destroyed. We've done all this, but the land doesn't get destroyed, but we still get to do these things. So this all resolves whether or not the land is destroyed or not, which is quite amazing. So then we'll be searching up for one of those to put that in. So you do that, turn 2, go ahead and do that again. Or turn 3, usually that's when you can do it. Unless you've somehow got a little extra mana, but very effective. It's very, very good. So, of course, with these indestructible lands, we're running play sets of both. Most definitely, friends. So we have the Drawsforge to give us black and red, and we have the Slagwoods to give us red and green. Now, let's talk about the sideboard. So that's pretty much Wildfire, and that's what's neat about it. So that just kind of lets us get a little bit up in mana. You ramp out a little bit, get a little bit more mana out, and then be able to play one of those, something like, you know, we'll have that Gixian Infiltrator out and we'll be sacrificing, but this will give us the opportunity to play the Writhing Chrysalis very quickly. And the beautiful thing about this is it, in a way, pays for itself, because it's going to give us 2 colorless. So here is the sideboard. 2 breath weapon, deals 2 damage to each non-dragon creature. So that's not going to interfere with our Writhing Chrysalis, and most of the time our Gixian Infiltrator will be big enough to where that won't interfere with that either. The only thing that this interferes with is going to be our Refurbished Familiar, but that's okay because we only have 2 of these and we use these very sparingly in the deck. Then we have Duress. Now this is a really good card in the deck. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards this card. I think every deck that plays black should probably play at least 2 of these in the sideboard because it's so good. But we play 3. We have Go for the Throat just as another black, 1 and a black instant to destroy target non-artifact creature. You know, if we really want to get at those creatures, this is in here for us. We have Extract a Confession as an additional cost to cast this spell. You may collect evidence 6. Exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from your graveyard. So we're going to have a lot in the graveyard. And each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, instead, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Very good. Very good. 2 of those. Now we have the Oopie. I'm just kidding. I know what's an Oof. All right, you may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast this spell. When Troublemaker Oof enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, to exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. That's really good. It's no problem to bargain this. We're going to have tokens. We're going to have many things. So we'll have 2 of these because if we want this in our hand, we want it in our hand. But more than 2 is crazy, but less than 2 means you don't really need it. Or maybe your metagame doesn't call for it. Now, here's that wonderful insurance card. Weather the Storm, friends. Weather the Storm. Yes, we gain 3 life. Storm, when you cast this, copy it for each spell cast before it. Pretty dang good. Looking to just probably copy it once. And that's just fine. That's just that little push we need. Now, this is great. And if you're running green and red together in Pauper, you better be playing Ancient Grudge because it's such a good card. Destroy target artifact, flash it back, then exile it. So good. But we are just running 2 of those. And honestly, I thought about running 3, but at the end of the day, I figured I liked one more oof. The oopie doopie. Oh, and there's our other Eldrazi. So there we have it. That's the sideboard. That is the deck, and you will see it in action very soon. I may pilot it this evening. So thanks for joining me. You guys have a good one, and I will see you on the next one. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Get some dinner in you. You look hungry.